Welcome to Hood Champion Boxing and Sports. In boxing, you find a way to win or you find a way to lose. Please like and subscribe. Follow me on all social media platforms. Leave that donation for that fried rice and chicken wings. Anyway, man, Shane Mosley Jr. just knocked out Bohachuk. I just finished watching it. Crazy. So that means Shane Mosley Jr. is in the mix at 154, 160, all the way up to 168. Huge win, because Bohachuk is no joke. Bohachuk beat Virgil Ortiz, in my opinion. But anyway, Shane Mosley Jr. just knocked the dude out. So, good for Shane. You know what? Let's do this. Let's take me off of here. Let's stretch this out. We can see this thumbnail. There you go. Now, boxing, man. Always something going on. Overflowing with drama, overflowing with violence, controversy, and huge opportunities right now. We just saw that brutal war between Dubois and Wardley. People looking at Usyk having concerns, how he could be turning his legendary career into a circus with unusual fights. Fans have all kind of stuff to say. Then you got Tiara Brown against Rapp coming up. Morrell got knocked out. Emiliano Vargas and Ben Whittaker going to be on the Ennis-Zayas undercard. Keyshawn Davis risking it all in a dangerous match. Brian Newman Jr., a.k.a. Tranquilized Man, is returning with Ronnie Shields. Amanda Serrano, hey, she could be targeting Alycia Baumgardner. Or maybe she doesn't. Then you got the Cuban legends Gamboa and Guillermo Rigondeaux returning. But let's start off here with Tiara Brown and Rapp. What's really at stake here, man? Tiara Brown is trying to move from, I think, as a respected fighter to a legitimate champion, Fans believe that she should win against Rapp. But a lot of people still don't know who she is, but that's because sometimes these great fighters and great human beings like Tiara Brown, they get overshadowed by all the stuff going on out here with Clarissa Shields, even with Alycia Baumgardner. But there are some people who know that name now because, Alycia Baumgardner saying things about her and then Tiara Brown feeling like, hey, I got to go and speak up for myself. But as a result, they're like, okay, well, what are you going to do? Are you just going to chase Undisputed? Or are you going to move up and fight Alycia Baumgardner? Now, she did an interview and she said she's just going to chase Undisputed and then she'll look to go up and do something different. Whether that's Alycia Baumgardner or something else, it's going to be what it's going to be. But a lot of fans find this interesting because Alycia, her name carries visibility, legacy value, and money fights. So let's see what Tiara Brown does. But she got a big fight coming up June 13th where, anything can happen, but many expect her to win. And then we'll see what she does next. But the one thing I wanted to point out, I have a lot of respect for her. I don't know her from anything. But the fact that she was a cop, I think for 8 or 9 years, then she decided to stick it out with boxing and pursuing her passion. I just got a lot of respect because I know how it is and how disciplined and structured it is when you come from that background of wearing a uniform. A lot of people can't understand that. I was never a cop, but I understand. So I got a lot of respect for her. Also the way she carries herself. So best of luck to her on the 13th of June. And then she gets the win. We'll see what she does next. Now, David Morrell. Man had a bad habit, didn't he? Out there like he dancing salsa in the ring. Just chilling. Morrell always had a bad habit of kind of playing around the ring and just kind of cruising, man. He got too comfortable. That's all. Got too comfortable, languishing on the ropes. Got binged and tranquilized. And the thing is, he didn't just get hurt. No, he got knocked out cold. Nobody saw that coming. Anyway, I don't think in the future he's going to continue enjoying just being more reactive and countering and just trying to be cool and just showing a composure a little too much. I think he's going to understand he got to stay locked in, maybe be a bit more aggressive and not just think he can pull a De La Hoya Trinidad and cruise to decision and then it backfires. Because in this case, he didn't lose the decision. He got knocked out cold. But the thing to understand is when you end it with a fighter, especially they may be unknown, but they show they have some elite characteristics, they're going to punish your mistakes. And for David Morrell, when he comes back, if he continues with the nonsense, eventually somebody's going to capitalize brutally again if he doesn't make adjustments. Now, Ennis-Zayas, the undercard getting stacked. They got Emiliano Vargas on there, Ben Whittaker on there. Fans love this because both fighters bring charisma, style, high potential, excitement, and you know somebody's going to get knocked out. Emiliano Vargas seen as explosive and entertaining. Ben Whittaker continues to divide fans because some love his flashy personality, love his style. Others think he showboats too much, but he has toned it down and is locked in, and he's knocking everybody out now. But one thing is certain. People are going to tune in to watch Emiliano Vargas fight and Ben Whittaker. I think those are two great additions to the Jerome Boots Xander Zayas card. Now, Dave Allen, UK's favorite son next to Derek Chisora. You know, he is in shape. He's going to be fighting Filip Hrgovic. And he looks to be in incredible shape. Dave Allen is taking this next opportunity seriously. You know, he lost his most recent fight against Makhmudov, but he's back. But he looks in incredible shape, but most people still expect Hrgovic to win. I expect Hrgovic to win. Hrgovic is just bigger, more technical, more experienced, more dangerous overall. He's not working with Abel Sanchez. I think Allen is going to represent himself well, and fans are going to continue respecting him. He always comes to fight. I just don't think he beats Hrgovic, and nobody can change my mind. Then you got Keyshawn Davis and Nahir Albright too. Dangerous, dangerous rematch. Why Keyshawn is going after Nahir Albright, I don't know. The rematch is too risky for Keyshawn, in my opinion. Overconfidence, when you have overconfidence, it can be detrimental. But when you have confidence that you didn't have, it can change you. And I think Nahir Albright has a newfound confidence, and it's like he knows he can fight. He knows he can hurt. He can compete at this level. And I just think he's going to be extremely, extremely dangerous. One thing fans know is confident opponents throw harder, take more chances, and fight freer. And I think that's what Keyshawn is going to run up against, as a guy who's throwing harder, taking more chances, and fighting freer. Who should be the favorite in the fight? Keyshawn, of course. But I'm just telling you, I would not be surprised if Nahir puts the bing-bings on Keyshawn. But again, we just got to wait and see how it plays out. I got Keyshawn winning, but I wouldn't be surprised if he loses. Now, Tranquilized Man returns. Everyone knows I like Brian Norman Jr. He's now training with Ronnie Shields, and people are excited. You know, he had a little setback with Devin Haney. He got, bing-binged, I think the second, third round, whatever it was. But anyway, throughout the rest of the fight, he was never the same. He's endured a lot of criticism. I think it's unfair. But anyway, he's not training with his dad anymore. He's with Ronnie Shields. And I think he and fans hope this becomes a fresh chapter. And, I'll be honest with you. I don't want to sound harsh, but I hear people saying they want to see sharper discipline, renewed confidence, statement performance, less drama coming out the corner. One thing for sure, Ronnie Shields, the discipline's going to be there. Instilling that confidence in his fighter, that's going to happen. But the less drama, because Ronnie Shields ain't about all that noise and craziness like Brian Norman's pop senior. But at the end of the day, as long as he puts on a statement performance, that's all that matters. And he needs to do that if he wants to continue being a big name at 147. Now, speaking of the biggest name in boxing, probably Oleksandr Usyk. Usyk against Verhoeven. Why is this fight even happening? I'm listening to some people are like, Usyk can do what he wants. Others are like, this is a joke. Fans are very divided. I get it. And I'll never argue this. Usyk did the business at cruiserweight. Usyk did the business at heavyweight. He's kind of earned his right to do whatever he wants. But I just think the crossover fight feels unnecessary. And the WBC has, I think, the title on the line, which we all know is a damn joke. But when you have legendary fighters, sometimes they just stay around too long chasing novelty. The whole goddamn sport of boxing can start feeling like a spectacle instead of legacy preservation. And when I watch him, I would have never guessed that Usyk would be doing something like this. But hey, if Turki Al-Sheikh paying you the kind of money he's paying you, you got to do what the man says. And it's half a fight, so hey, whatever. Go out there, win, make a bunch of money, and then you see what he's going to do next. If he's going to be Dubois or Otama or Tyson Fury, whatever he's gonna do. But we'll see what he does next after that. I hope he fights Deontay Wilder, but doesn't look like he wants to do it. So more to come on Usyk. Anyway, Hamza Shiraz is back. But this is the thing. Everyone's watching Shiraz. They're like, all right, this is the guy that's setting up to fight Canelo. If Canelo beats him Billy and Shiraz wins his next fight, that's the fight they're going to make. And I'm going to tell you, I believe that because that's Turki Al-Sheikh's boy. Turki Al-Sheikh, man, he loves Hamza Shiraz. But it makes for an interesting fight. I don't know if Canelo beats Shiraz. Shiraz has the size, marketability, power, momentum. I think Shiraz beats Canelo. But we'll see if that fight happens. I think Canelo is starting to realize that Canelo is a bad boy. But he's not the same Canelo from a few years ago. And that's no disrespect to him. I'm telling you Canelo's a bad boy. I just think Hamza Shiraz is bad medicine. And I think Mbili is a tough fight for Canelo. But if Mbili doesn't knock Canelo out, he'll probably lose the decision. But for Hamza Shiraz, I can see Canelo getting knocked out. I mean, I really can. So we'll see how that goes. But I'm still going to be shouting, Viva Mexico Cabrones. Now, Amanda Serrano is back facing Hansen. Of course, fans are going to favor Serrano. She's battle-tested, been around for a while. She's the OG. All the experience, she has it all. Power, combination punching, grit, determination, everything. But the experience matters here, you know what I'm saying? Amanda has elite IQ, toughness, composure, championship seasoning. I mean, this fight excites fans because both women are going to bring confidence, skill, personality, and championship pedigree. But what really has people buzzing is the fact that, if Amanda wins, which she should, what's she going to do next as far as is she going to fight Alycia Baumgardner or not? So we got to wait to find out. Now, that would be a shock. But what's even more of a shock is Yuriorkis Gamboa and Guillermo Rigondeaux are both returning to fight. Not each other, but on the same fight card. And I think it's in Tampa, Orlando or Tampa. Anyway, a lot of fans feel emotional seeing both legends still active. I mean, they're both Olympic gold medalists. Rigondeaux is a two-time gold medalist. Technical masters, historic Cuban talents, but, how much do they really have left? Boxing's unforgiving with age, man, especially for fighters built around reflexes, movement, and timing. Just makes you wonder, what are the reflexes like for Yuriorkis after being in jail in Cuba, finding his way back to America? What's going on with the movement of Rigondeaux after he's kind of been inactive? And what about the timing of both these guys who are older and definitely not in their prime anymore, and the timing to be able to counterpunch and do all the great things they once did? It isn't going to be there. But again, boxing's unforgiving with age, but I'm excited to see both of them back. But I'm more curious to see how they're going to look. Now, talking about something where you got a chance to see how someone looked this past weekend. Daniel Dubois, Fabio Wardley. Maximum violence, man. Pure chaos from the opening seconds. I mean, you saw momentum swings. Dubois goes down the first round. Dubois goes down the second round. Then he starts landing bombs, and he shows he's a constant danger with the jab. I mean, it was just crazy, man. Dubois just was hurting Fabio, hurting him. Then Fabio would come back and hurt Dubois. Then Dubois would get back on the jab and start fighting a little bit dirty, headbutts and elbows. But, hey, he did what he had to do and made the adjustments to win the fight, and he did. And they really should have stopped that fight earlier. But anyway, fans, I'm hearing other people say it right now. That shit was like Deontay Wilder Fury 3 or Crawford versus Spence Jr. because of how violent and one-sided stretches became. But I'm going to tell you this. The fight was great, but they should have stopped that shit earlier. This is becoming the biggest debate right now. Many fans, professional boxers, trainers, analysts, they're all saying the same thing. This fight should have been stopped. Ben Davidson failed. Fabio should not have been able to continue past probably round 6 through 8, somewhere in there. They should have stopped it. That's what they're saying. They're saying it was ridiculous to allow that fight to continue. You know what I'm saying? Fabio Wardley could have got killed. The punishment became severe. It became severe. Like, honestly, even I was thinking that the man gonna get killed in there. Just stop the fight. But even that, I worry about the long-term damage. Forget that he lost the fight and got stopped. What about the long-term damage? So now you gotta look at Ben Davison, Fabio Wardley's trainer. They need to fire Ben Davison. For him to come out smiling, looking like a cat licked his head. Yeah, fight could have been stopped maybe a little bit sooner. I mean, that's your responsibility as a trainer, protecting the fighter from themselves, man. I understand people think Wardley could have still landed something. That's the kind of argument, right? I get it, but this late fight knockout power, but he couldn't even stand. He was standing there and swaying and stumbling and shit. I mean, I understand some people carry a rabbit's foot, but goddamn, Ben Davison must have had a goddamn chicken foot. Rabbit foot bring you good luck. Chicken foot is for poor people food. Who carry a chicken foot in there thinking that's going to bring you good luck? One shot could have changed everything. We risked it and we felt it was worth it, but yeah, we could have stopped it sooner. Hey, yo, Ben Davison, hold your horses and stop taking it to the stupid. Because of you, Wardley's career has probably changed forever. Fans are deeply worried, man. Brutal heavyweight wars can permanently alter fighters. Look at Joe Joyce. Look at Wilder, even Fury. Especially Joe Joyce. Joe Joyce hasn't been the same, man. His punch resistance, everything's gone. Because he's just taking shot after shot, even sparring he's that way, just getting punch. Joe Joyce ain't the same. And I think that fight took years off of Wardley. Accumulated punishment impact your reflexes, your punch resistance, your longevity. Everything. Dubois is a massive star now, I'll tell you that. Fabio Wardley didn't get protected, but as a result, it just really took Dubois, his profile, and that shit just exploded. It's exploded. His stock has skyrocketed, man. Fans are like, yo, he's battle tested. He won't quit. He's dangerous. Probably the hardest hitter at heavyweight. Championship level again. Now they're talking about Moses Atama against Dubois. Fans losing their mind. Because that's old power meeting new terror. That's what that is. And both men deserve massive respect, Daniel Dubois and Fabio Wardley, regardless of the controversy. Fans agree on that. Wardley has nothing to be ashamed of. Dubois, hey, you did what you had to do to win, nothing to be ashamed of. Both of those guys showed heart, courage, determination, willing to go to dark places. And you got to put respect on the names. And that's why boxing fans respect warriors, man. Even in brutal defeat, they respect it. So, just when I look at what's going on out here in boxing, I just really feel like current boxing era feels chaotic, emotional, violent, and unpredictable. You know what I'm saying? You got these young stars rising, veterans hanging on, you got dangerous rematches, you got career-altering wars. And fans, well, look, fans are going to be fans and the internet's going to internet. But fans can't stop watching. Shit's too good. Because every week feels like another unforgettable storyline waiting to explode. So I'll fasten your seatbelts, get you some popcorn, and just hold tight. Because you never know what's going to come next when it comes to boxing. Y'all keep cool, I'm in the breeze.